What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, My Indigenous Lifestyle. I'm Crystal Devine, and this is Becoming a Doula. Alright, so last time I left off with you guys, I basically was telling you about the interest meeting and just how I got started, and life led me onto the path of becoming a doula and the steps that I had to take to get into this program. I was telling you guys that I applied, or I went to an interest meeting at the YWCA for a doula program where they train you to be a doula and then you volunteer your services to be a doula as well. So I don't know if I said this in the last video or not, but basically the next step after the interest meeting was for me to apply. So I had to apply for the training, which is a 2-day training course in November, and I had to apply to be a volunteer at the YWCA. And then I also had to submit a background check, which cost me like $15. So as soon as I got my email telling me those next steps, I applied like as soon as possible. I think within a week of getting that email. And it seemed like it took forever. It took forever, you guys, to finally just hear back from them. You know, what was next, what was the next step. And I know me personally, I'm just so anxious and excited about this. So, you know, it probably wasn't even but a few weeks, but a few weeks just seemed like an eternity to me. So anyways, I'm making this video right now because I just got, well, before I get into all that, so because it was seeming to me like it was taking so long, I had reached out to them and I sent them an email just inquiring about the status of my application and making sure that I basically would have the money to pay for the class, because the 2-day training in November cost $300. So I'm gonna have the money regardless because I'm just that ready. But you know, still people have to make arrangements. So I sent out the email, and 2 days later the lady emailed me back and she told me that I got accepted into the doula program at the YWCA. I'm so happy, y'all don't even know. I'm just so excited, and I actually just got that email. So I was like, all right, it's time to pop up in the camera and start vlogging this experience. So basically from here, you guys, there's a volunteer orientation that I have to go to. I don't know the date of that yet. It's gonna be soon because it's like, I think today's October the 20th and the training is November 9th and the 10th. So I'll be vlogging that experience as well, as much of it as I can. And then of course I have to pay for the training, which I'm gonna do next Friday, or this coming Friday, excuse me. So yeah, that's basically where we are at in becoming a doula. Anybody who is following along with this vlog series, I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. It's gonna be a journey, and I'm just like, I just feel so good knowing that I got accepted into the program, because I felt like I was in a limbo phase. Like, I haven't even been active on My Indigenous Lifestyle social media accounts or just anything, because I've been really feeling like in limbo. And it's a blessing in disguise, because I took these last few weeks to really focus, you know, sit down, be quiet, and get to the root of why I created My Indigenous Lifestyle, because I almost kind of felt like I was losing my passion. And what I mean by that is I almost felt like it was becoming work. And when you're passionate about something, it doesn't really necessarily feel like work. So I kind of needed that limbo time to regroup and refocus. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and cut this short because I don't want to go on and on rambling about. But yeah, I just wanted to check in real quick and keep you guys posted on becoming a doula and what is going on, what it's taking for me to become a doula. So thank you guys for tuning in. I don't even know why I'm signing off like this is going to be the end of the video. I'm going to add more to this. So peace and love, divine family. Okay, so I'm at the library. I hope that you guys can hear me because I don't want to talk too loud, but I want to fill you guys in on my journey of becoming a doula. So last time I met you guys was a few weeks ago when I told you that I got my email saying that I was accepted into the doula training program that they have. Excuse me. I was accepted into their volunteer program that the YWCA is having. The training program or the training class, I don't have to be accepted into that. I just have to pay for that. So I was telling you guys about how I got my letter saying that I got accepted into their volunteer program, which I had to fill out an application for and do a background check for. So I was very excited about that. I've been playing the waiting game for these past few weeks, but today is actually going to be the volunteer orientation. So I plan on bringing my camera so I can vlog some of that experience with you guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and break the ice to the people and let them know, hey, I'm a vlogger. I'm a vlogger, I'm a YouTuber, and I want to like vlog my experience of just becoming a doula and volunteering with their program, and we're gonna see, you know, how that's gonna fly with them. But yeah, that's pretty much where we are at today. So I have about 2 hours until the meeting starts, so I've got some other videos that I need to record for you guys, but I just wanted to come in really quick, chat, give you a recap or a little up-to-date as well with my journey of becoming a doula, and I will see you guys later on this afternoon. Peace. So I'm sitting in the car, y'all. I just pulled up to the place, and it's looking like ain't nobody coming to the door because there's people standing outside of the door. Let me tell y'all something. Baby, it is cold outside. It is freezing. So I'm just going to sit right here in the car and wait till somebody comes to the door, and then I'm going to get out. But we are a little bit early. I'm pretty sure it's people in the building. You know, but, y'all so excited! Okay, here we go. Here they go. Let me get on out the car. I have to recap you guys on last night. Let me find my lights, honey. Okay, I think this is it. Alright guys, so let me pick off from where I left off last night, because the chain of events from last night to today have been crazy. Okay, so last night I was kind of showing you guys around the room that I was in, and that turned out to be the wrong place. Okay, I was in the right building, but I was in the wrong meeting. The place where I was at, they were having a meeting or a get-together for pregnant teens, or teens who have already had babies. So I was sitting there. There was another girl that I recognized from the interest meeting that I went to back in the summer, and there was one other girl who I didn't recognize, but I kind of could tell like she was there for the orientation too. And then, you know, like a lot of girls started coming in, like young girls, like teenagers with babies. And mind you, this is at the YWCA or whatever. So in my mind, first thing I was thinking like, okay, well, maybe with the orientation, we're going to meet some of the girls who we may work with, or maybe they've worked with a doula and they want to share their experience or something. I don't know. That's just what I was kind of telling myself. I was just going with the flow. So the meeting was supposed to start at 6 o'clock, but it didn't actually get started on time. So I was just sitting there, you know, being patient or whatever. 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes roll by, and people are walking around. More and more teenage girls are coming with their babies, and I'm not seeing a lot of, you know, just older women who would be interested in a doula meeting coming into the room. So finally, y'all saw how they had the food set up. So about 6:30, 6:45, they made an announcement that we could go ahead and eat. So I went in there to see what they had to eat, but they didn't have anything that I could eat because I don't eat meat and I don't eat dairy. So I just got something to drink and I just sat back down. And, you know, I'm just being patient because I don't really know what's going on, but I also don't really know what to expect. And then maybe like 20 minutes after it was time to eat, a young woman came in and she was like, hey, you guys, I'm so sorry that I'm late. We had some issues with transportation. Our van had gotten to a ditch, and we're going to get started, you know, real soon. Just bear with me while I get the rest of the stuff together. So I assume she was the lady that I've been in contact with for the past couple of weeks via email. I never met her face to face, so I didn't know what she looked like. So another 20 minutes passed, and the activities, as she called it, began. And we're sitting here, we're playing bingo, where we're just doing like a lot of miscellaneous stuff. And oh, and before she came around, she was asking everyone to sign in. And she asked me, she was like, are you a mentor? And I just kind of said yes, because I didn't know what else to say. I guess I was thinking like, okay, well, maybe I am kind of like a mentor. I don't know. But she was like, yeah, just go ahead and sign in. So myself and the other two girls that I mentioned earlier signed in or whatever. And so fast forward, we're playing bingo and just doing raffles and all kind of stuff. And then I heard one of the teenagers call the woman Kendra. And after that, I was like, okay, this can't be right. Like, maybe they emailed me the wrong date or the wrong time or something, but there's got to be an error on my part. But I knew I recognized that other girl, so I was kind of like hesitant to talk to her. But either way, I went up to Kendra and I was, you know, like, okay, I don't think I'm supposed to be here for a doula orientation. I don't think this is it. And she was like, oh my gosh, no, this is our teen parent program, and the doula meeting was upstairs, and that was supposed to be with another lady. So I'm going to call her right now. I'm gonna call her right now, because mind you, at this time it's like 7:45, and the orientation was supposed to be from 6 to 7:30. So yeah, Miss Deb takes the three of us upstairs and she gives us a real brief, quick orientation. And there was like documents that I was supposed to bring that was left out of the email. Just talking to her and finding out things, a lot of it was unorganized and not together. So at the end, I was kind of glad that I wasn't the only one. Like, I was glad that there were two other people who were sitting in that meeting like I was. And so it just gave me confirmation that like I wasn't tripping, or it wasn't like on me, it wasn't my fault. But like when we walked into the building, and y'all can see in the footage, when we walked into the building, nobody was there to greet us. Nobody told us where to go. I didn't see Miss Deb nowhere in sight. And we were there on time a few minutes early. So we were, you know, we got there right on time. So, end of story is I left the orientation having to bring back some documents. And I tried to make my payment for the doula training, but she told me that I needed to reach out to somebody else and make the payment with them. So that's where we left off last night. Now I need to fill you guys in on what happened this morning. So this morning I called the YWCA and I asked to speak to the lady she told me to contact about the payments. And when I contacted her, she told me, well, you actually have to contact another person for the payments. She handles everything with the doula. But she told me, she said, I'm glad that you called me because we actually went through your application and we're not going to be able to approve you to do the doula training with our program. And I was just kind of like in shock. This was because of a situation that was totally out of my control. Mind you, I've already gotten a letter, an email saying that I was accepted. So at this point, I didn't think that there would be any reason why I couldn't move forward. So I was completely caught off guard. I was in shock when I was on the phone with her. And, you know, of course, I'm asking her, well, what was wrong and what was the problem? And come to find out, you know, it was due to a situation that was really out of my control. Like, there was nothing that I could do to make them accept me. So that sucked. Like, that really sucked. That hit hard today. And I definitely had a moment of, you know, just cry it out, because this is something that I really want to do. And I just thought that this was going to be my path. I thought this was going to be my avenue, and life threw me a curveball. Like, I really got set with a roadblock today. With that being said, you know, I got that phone call a few hours ago, so I've pulled myself back up and, you know, kind of put myself back together, and I'm still going to move forward with becoming a doula, and I'm still going to vlog this experience and post this video, because this is a part of my journey. And everybody's journey isn't straight and narrow, you know, or easy. There's speed bumps along the way. So this is my speed bump. And even though I got turned down today, you know, that doesn't mean that I can never become a doula. That just means I can't become a doula through them. So now I've got to get back to the blackboard. I've got to look up for some other training classes and, you know, just make sure that there isn't going to be any problems like this repeating itself moving forward. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. This was a tough pill to swallow, but everything that is happening for a reason. This is only building my character and strengthening me and preparing me for the life that I really am manifesting for myself. And it's kind of like a test. Like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to become a doula? Like, you say this is your passion. Well, how bad is your passion? Because if this is something you really want to do, you're never going to give up, no matter how many no's you get. And for me, that might be my path. I may get 3, 4, 5 more no's before I get a yes. But that's okay, because I'm not going to give up. And I know that I'm going to find a program to get into eventually. So in the meantime, while I'm doing my research, I'm still going to be doing my reading, learning as much information as I possibly can, and passing out content to women for free via YouTube, Instagram, my websites. And I'm just going to keep pushing. And yeah, so that's pretty much where I'm at right now in my journey of becoming a doula. One door closes, but another door will open for sure. So I was really on the fence too about sharing this. Like, one of the first things that popped up in my head was my vlog series. Like, it's ruined. I'm not going to be able to, like, move forward with this. I started this project and I'm so excited about it, but I was just thinking about it and I'm like, no, I'm going to share my story. I'm going to share the good and I'm going to share the bad and the ugly too. Because you never know who this may inspire in the future. You never know who this, I don't know who I could inspire in the future, you know. And it doesn't even have to be someone that wants to be a doula that's struggling and having a hard time like me. They could be wanting to do anything and just hear my story, see my vlog series, and be motivated to keep pushing no matter what. No matter how many no's you get, there's going to be someone to say yes. It's just not from them, and that's okay. And I've kind of like had to look at things like on the bright side too, you know. Like, I don't want to talk bad about them because I was willing to put up with it just to fulfill my dream of becoming a doula. But you know, when things like this happen, you do kind of have to put things in a perspective where you look on the bright side. So like, on the bright side, you know, I don't have to deal with the unorganizedness. I don't even think that's a word. I have the opportunity now to find a doula program that is more put together for my liking. And I'm choosing not to dwell on how perfect that would have been for me. Oh, that would have been so perfect for me because it's here, it's local. Oh, that would have been so perfect for me because it didn't cost a lot of money. Oh, that would have been perfect for me because of this, that, and the third. Even though all of that is true, if I dwell on that, that's not going to help me pick myself up and move forward. So, I think I've done enough talking. I don't want this to be longer than 15 to 20 minutes. So, thank you for tuning into my video. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And when you do subscribe, hit the bell. If you are subscribed and you haven't hit the bell, hit the bell. Because even though I ran into a wall today, baby, we are still going. I am still going to become a doula, and I'm still going to take y'all along with me on my journey. All right? So, I love y'all. Until next time.